Hi, I'm John McQuiston, a photographer and trainer, talking today about the Canon EOS 7D Mark II camera. If you have an earlier Canon DSLR, like the EOS 40D, EOS 50D, EOS 60D, or even the EOS 7D, this camera has a host of new and improved features that will make you want to step up to the EOS 7D Mark II. Canon designed this camera to meet the demands of photographers and videographers who want to cover a wide range of artistic opportunities. And you'll find its features especially suited for shooting sports, action, or wildlife. Maybe the most salient feature of the EOS 7D Mark II camera is the autofocus system. It has 65 points. They're all the cross type for much faster and more accurate focus, and they cover much more of the frame than any of its Canon predecessors. You can even customize the autofocus to react in different ways, like if the subject accelerates or decelerates quickly, or how responsive the camera will be when another object enters the selected AF point. The center autofocus point is sensitive at f8, so you can use a 2x teleextender on select lenses, and the EOS 7D Mark II camera will still achieve autofocus. All this means that your camera can more easily focus on subjects with little detail, find its focus faster, and will keep moving subjects in focus longer. It also means that you get smooth, fast, and accurate autofocus when you shoot video with the EOS 7D Mark II. The camera has an ISO range of 100 to 16,000, and you can expand that to as high as 51,200. But even at higher ISOs, you still get low noise images. To date, the EOS 7D Mark II camera has the best auto ISO that Canon has ever made. The camera has a 20.2 megapixel Cmos APS-C sensor. That's the same resolution as the Canon EOS 70D camera, but the EOS 7D Mark II sensor is brand new. Canon redesigned the micro lenses on each individual pixel to help make the sensor more efficient. This gives you better image quality, especially in low light conditions. Stepping up to the EOS 7D Mark II gives you dual Digic 6 processors. Digic 6 is Canon's most powerful processor, and the 7D Mark II has 2 of them. This is how the camera can give you up to 10 frames a second at full resolution. That burst rate is another standout feature. Besides shooting at up to 10 frames a second, its buffer size lets you take 31 RAW photos or more than 1,000 JPEG fine images at that rate if you use a UDMA compact flash card. While I mention cards, stepping up to the EOS 7D Mark II camera, you get 2 card slots. So you could record RAW files to the CF card and JPEGs to the SD. You can also set them up so that when one card fills up, the camera automatically switches to the second card. The EOS 7D Mark II camera features a menu for the built-in flash and for compatible speed lights. The menu's not new, but one thing is, if you have the built-in flash or a speed light active, the flash button now takes you directly to the flash control menu. The EOS 7D Mark II camera uses a brand new 150,000 pixel RGB plus IR metering sensor, almost like a small imaging sensor. This measures color as well as brightness for both ambient and ETTL flash metering, and has the ability to recognize and concentrate on human faces to calculate exposure. The camera has a vastly improved viewfinder that shows settings like shooting mode, exposure level, white balance, drive mode, AF operation, metering mode, recording format, and even an electronic level, which is a first for Canon. You can customize how you see all this information. It's easy both to change and confirm camera settings and shooting modes, all without looking away from the viewfinder. For shooting video, the EOS 7D Mark II camera shoots up to 60 frames a second at 1080p. This works great for sports and other action video, and for slowing down the footage in post-production without losing smooth motion. The EOS 7D Mark II camera uses the dual-pixel Cmos AF system that Canon introduced in the EOS 70D camera. This means that when you shoot video, you can actually track moving subjects. What changes with the EOS 7D Mark II camera is that you can adjust the speed and sensitivity of the autofocus system, which means you can get a more artistic focus pull from one subject to another. The camera has microphone and headphone jacks and an HDMI port that will send uncompressed video in 4:2:2 color space to an external video recorder. Internally, it can now record MP4 files as well as MOV. The EOS 7D Mark II camera has a GPS system built in that not only gives you the latitude and longitude for a file, but the compass bearing as well. So it will tell you not only where you took a shot so you can find that location again, it will tell you which direction you faced when you took it. The camera has a USB 3 port, so you can hook up the camera to a computer to download images and videos quickly. Stepping up to the EOS 7D Mark II camera gives you an interval timer built in. The intervalometer, to use the geek speak, makes it easy to do time-lapse photos automatically. All this comes in a tough magnesium alloy body that offers improved weather resistance. So, for a camera that simplifies even the most challenging photography, you'll want to step up to the Canon EOS 7D Mark II camera. For Canon USA and Kelby One, I'm John McQuiston. Thanks for watching.